Never wait for hot water again with a tankless water heater from Plumbing Experts. Tankless water heaters are easy, convenient, and now more affordable with a no-interest financing for up to 18 months. Stop with the cold showers and wasted water and call Plumbing Experts today.
It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the morning edition. This is for Tuesday, the 11th of February. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather stays wet at times today, but not as wet as yesterday. Got a chance of a few strong storms later today, maybe a round of severe storms in here tomorrow night, and then finally, some drier air late this week. Let's check things out this morning. There's the upper air look. We have a strong upper feature that's south of San Diego that will be lifting out in coming days, and a broad southwest flow aloft across the southern states, and a moist air mass with a stalled front. That was the radar this morning at 446. And you can see the rain is not as extensive as yesterday, but still we had steady rain falling in a band from near Reform, Gordo, Tuscaloosa, Birmingham over to Anniston. But it's not going to rain all day today, where yesterday it did. That stalled surface boundary near the northwestern corner of the state. North of the boundary, you got 40s in Nashville and Little Rock. You've got 60s in Jackson and Birmingham. And the front will drift slowly southward today, but it's not going to move very much. There's a look at the watch warning map. First off, winter storm warnings for parts of New Mexico. And surrounding that, we've got winter weather advisories. And again, we've got a flash flood watch here today. And despite the fact the rain will not be as heavy as yesterday, obviously the ground is saturated. The rain that does come down today will have pretty much nowhere to go. And the creeks, the rivers, the streams are running so high. Now, there is a low-end marginal risk of severe storms today and tonight for parts of central Alabama, that area in darker green. There could be a few storms this afternoon with maybe gusty winds, but this is a very low-end threat. We're not too concerned about severe storms today. However, tomorrow night, we've got a risk of severe storms statewide, and we'll talk about this in just a moment. Then on day 3, which is Thursday, no severe storms expected. General thunder for southeast Alabama and points on to the east. And again, more about this event tomorrow night in just a moment. Here's the rain for the next 7 days. The deep south stays fairly wet. We've seen this map look like this for a while. Rain amounts for the next 7 days between 2 and 3 inches for much of north central Alabama, 1 to 2 inches for the south. So model fans, let's go. Here's the GFS. This is the 06C run, 3 o'clock this afternoon. Upper feature coming on through the southwestern United States. And again, for us, it will be cloudy, periods of rain, highs in the low and mid-60s today, but not as wet as yesterday. And snow increasing over all of New Mexico. Big storm for them. Now, this is tomorrow as surface low begins to form around the Mississippi Delta south of Memphis. And a decent chunk of the day will be dry. There certainly could be a few showers around, but the day should be mild, breezy, highs up in the low 70s. By midnight, that surface low is east of Cincinnati with a trailing front. This is the high-resolution NAM at 9 o'clock tomorrow night, showing a band of thunderstorms coming into the state. And the big deal here, it's going to be the instability, which is often the case this time of the year. This is the surface-based CAPE at 9 o'clock coming off the NAM, and it's not very aggressive. The higher values up to, 246 joules per kilogram around Tuscaloosa. But for much of the state, hardly any surface-based instability, and that's really going to limit this thing. Now, the SRH values are pretty high, yes, but with the limited instability, that should limit the overall threat. But there could be a few storms with strong gusty winds, some small hail, and there could be a brief tornado. In terms of timing, we'll open up the window for West Alabama. We'll say 9 p.m. until 2 a.m., places like Birmingham and Gadsden, midnight to 5 a.m., so another late night deal. And then 3 until 9 a.m. for parts of southeast Alabama. And, of course, as the event gets closer, we'll keep an eye on things. But, again, for the moment, it seems to be a fairly limited threat with a lack of instability. Thursday, the rain should be ending early in the day. We might see some clearing late in the afternoon if we're lucky. The high will be in the upper 50s. And Friday, it's going to be a cold and dry day, a sunny day. How about that? I think we start the day in the 20s, the high only in the mid to upper 40s in many spots, so cold and dry. This is Saturday. We start the day again below freezing with 20s for many locations. The high Saturday will be in the 50s. And Sunday, the GFS is kind of backing off on the return of moisture. Other runs have pushed the moisture in here with a chance of rain. This run holds it off and says wait until early next week. We'll still call for increasingly cloudy conditions and maybe some rain by late afternoon. The high Sunday should be around 60. And Monday, the rain comes back, especially for the northern half of the state, with mid-60s. And this is a week from today, Tuesday the 18th. Same old pattern, western trough, eastern ridge. And this is suggesting the better chance of rain could be north of here. But again, I wouldn't totally buy that. We're going to mention a chance of showers for now and fine-tune that once we get closer. We'll go out 10 days. This is Thursday of next week, the 20th, ridging off to the west, and that looks rain-free. This is the rain for the next 15 days for Birmingham off the European ensemble. The mean about 5 inches, like we really need all that. And temperatures, you can see that spike down on Friday with a high of 49, and it's got 30 there Friday morning. I think we're going to be in the 20s in many spots early Friday morning and maybe Saturday morning as well, but the cold air is not going to stay long as we go back in the 60s next week. Thought this was interesting. The Arctic Oscillation had a record high value yesterday. Now, we've talked about this thing all season, staying strongly positive, and that's one of the reasons the cold air has had a hard time being flushed out of the Arctic, and it stays positive on through the rest of the month. And the outlook from the CPC for the 18th through the 24th, Alaska brutally cold. The west is cold for the most part, but the east temperatures will likely stay above average. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. The next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. You can catch us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
KS Heating and Air, the team ensuring your comfort.